My name is Priya and I'm 20 years old. I'm from Nepal.
My name is Jules, I am from France and I am 23.
My name is Bernard, I'm 21 years old and I'm from Austria.
Hey, my name is Maxime, I'm 22 and I come from France.
Hello, my name is Chaewon Ryu and I'm 22 years old. I'm from South Korea. And in here I'm studying natural resources, and in my home university I'm studying geography, especially for city planning and also tourism. In here I'm studying about more practical things such as farming village. I'm doing a project for how can I make this village more livable and how can I make this village more popular to tourists.
I'm studying IT engineering in Oulu, and I did my high school back in Nepal, which is my home country, and then I came back. I just started studying in Oulu, so I didn't find any differences between studying here in Finland or back in my country. Yeah, I'm studying IT engineering here.
So in France, I'm studying technologies for energy, aerospace, and motorization at the Polytechnic School of the University of Orleans. And here in Oulu, I'm studying mechanical engineering.
I'm in the 5th year of IT engineering in my home country and I'm in the 3rd year of bachelor in also in IT.
Back in my home country, I study automotive engineering, and here I study mechanical engineering, which just allows me to get a more overview about all the topics, and when I'm back at home, I'm back to my specialization. I chose Finland because I always wanted to visit a northern country, a northern European country, and the University of Applied Sciences in Oulu is a partner university of my home university, so it got hand in hand, and that's why I'm here.
I'm from South Korea and I want to be a really different environment. Actually, I'm considered Singapore and Finland to exchange students, and I thought, Singapore is really nice, but I can visit there anytime in my life. But Finland, it's really hard to come, so I choose Finland, and yes, I like it.
So at the beginning, I was attracted by Nordic countries, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and Finland, because of two things. The first one is Nordic countries are not the cheapest European destination, so it's the opportunity to enjoy such a trip with all the grants that we can receive. And the second one is Nordic countries are reputed for their lifestyle. And I chose Finland because one day I watched a documentary on TV which compares countries between them, and at the moment it was talking about the educational system in Finland, the best in the world maybe, and I wanted to live this one by myself.
I choose Finland because I always wanted to visit a northern country. In fact, I chose Sweden as my first choice, but my grades weren't good enough, so I got my second choice, and which was Finland.
The first thing that I wanted to do in life was to come to Europe and to study. I wanted to study abroad, so I chose Europe. And in Europe, Finland has like a free education system. They have like scholarships and stuff. So I felt like I will be able to get the scholarship grant and stuff. So I just applied and got into it also. But secondly, what made me feel like applying to Finland was like the weather here, because it's really cold in here, and we Asian people feel like we're a bit of not so good with the sun. So getting away from sun and coming to the new weather system, adapting to the new weather changes was like, it was a challenge also, but it was pretty fun here, being here. And I love the weather here, I love the nature here. So yeah, and there's a lot of things to do in Finland, like saunas, which I've never experienced, snowfalls, which I've never seen in my life, though I belong to Mount Everest in Nepal. But yeah, and ice hockeys, ice skating. I've never done that in my life, so I did it here. So yeah, dream come true. So yeah, that was the reason for coming to Finland and studying here, and I love it here.
Okay.
To come to Finland was a really good decision for me because I've never been to Europe, and well, the difference between my country and here is like here's a huge difference. Well, it's a Western, and there it's like different there in Nepal. So coming here and getting to meet new people, getting to know the culture, and a lot of new facts about Finland, the coldness. Well, I belong to a bit of not so hot place, but yeah, it was a really good experience coming here.
From this experience, I always wanted to go to a northern country, so either Norway or Sweden or Finland, because I really like the nature, I really like the weather, and I always wanted to go somewhere there for once in my life. And the second reason is that it's about socialization. By socialization, I mean that I want to meet new people, I want to make new friends, I want to meet a lot of people from different countries, understand what's the difference between my country, between Finland, between their countries. And this is why I'm in an exchange right now. This is to meet new people, basically.
For me, it was all about meeting new people and especially working with new people, because my entire life I just worked with Austrian or German people, and it was very interesting for me to see what the differences are in different nations when it comes to planning a project and how to do all that stuff. And another main part was to just experience something new and move out from home and leaving my country and see for myself if I'm ready to do so.
To be honest, I'm expecting a lot of things about this experience. Of course, I hope to meet great people, to discover new cultures, to share mine also, and to live a student life in a foreign country. But the most important for me is to prove myself that I'm able to live my habits, and that I'm able to adapt myself in a new way of life. And I could not know that before being here, and I mean before leaving my home country, because everything around you is different. Which is very impressive here for me, it's the social relation. All is based on trust. You can leave your bike without lock in the street. You can be sure you will find it at your comeback. Or if you need help, people who speak English will help you. And it's very impressive because in France, if you are foreign citizens and you can't speak French, people will don't help you because they don't speak English.
The most impressive thing for me is the relationship between professors and students. Because in Korea, when I call my professor's name, I have to be really polite and say like this. Professor Kim, I have a question this way, but in here, when I just call my professor, I just say his first name and doing like this. Matik, what is this? Yeah, this kind of things. At first, I feel like I'm really rude, but now it's okay. But yeah, it was the most impressive thing in here.
The first and foremost thing what impresses me in Finland is the weather. The weather here is so pure and I love the greenery. I've never thought that there is so much greenery in Finland, especially here in Oulu. So it's really green, pure, fresh, and in comparison with my country, it's not like that, though I belong to city, Kathmandu city in Nepal. Well, it's a bit polluted there and the industrialization is like really huge sector there. But here, well, even though there is like some factories here, the greenery is really nice here, so I love the nature. That's the main thing that impresses me the most about Finland.
I'm very impressed by the landscapes, by the beautiful landscapes like the lakes, the seaside, and the woods. But what really impresses me the most is like the Finnish people are so shy. I've never experienced it in my life before, and for me it's so unusual. Maybe it's not in a positive way, but that impresses me the most, how shy people can be.
What impresses me in Finland is that everyone speaks English. For example, every time I have trouble with understanding, like for example when I'm in the supermarket, I could just ask everyone and I'm pretty sure that I will be answered by someone that speaks very good English. So this is what impresses the most. For example, in France, like we have some trouble finding people speaking English because France is known to have like a very low level in English in general. So this is what impresses me the most. I think that what I'm missing the most is my friends, because every time in France I started in a new high school every time like during 2 or 3 years, sorry. So every time I tried to build some solid relationships, and every time because I changed school a lot or I moved out in a lot of different cities in France, I had to rebuild relationships with friends. So I think that the friends I made in France, I might be able to see them again, but I think that's what I'm missing the most.
Probably good beer, because here the price of beer is very expensive.
The most I miss the weather I have at home, because the time I moved here it was like 30 degrees at home and 10 degrees here, and all my friends wrote me all the time they went for a swim, they went for a hike, and I was just like standing inside and wasn't able really to do something outside. But yeah, besides the weather, I miss also the food, and yeah, that's about it.
Food. I miss the food the most, especially the dumplings, which is really famous in Nepal. So the dumplings is like made up of the dough out of the wheat in some flours. So yeah, it can be vegetarian and non-veg also, but you can hardly find that here in Finland. Well, there are some Nepalese restaurants also, but it's not like the homemade, like the ones that we have in our hometown. So yeah, dumplings is the one that I miss the most.
I really miss my Korean food, so sometimes I make it myself with my friends, but it's not enough. I really miss it. And the most difficult thing is also Korean food and cold. It's September and usually it's awesome, but now I feel like it's winter, so I'm really afraid of what will happen in December or January.
Everybody thinks I'm Finnish, and they just came up to me like, and I have no idea what they're talking about, and I'm overwhelmed. And only after a few seconds, I am able to start speaking and tell them I don't speak a single word Finnish. This is maybe the most difficult thing in my daily life.
I think the most difficult thing in my daily life here is at the supermarket, because all the food or all the stuff are written in Finnish, not in English. So if you want to buy something and you have no idea about what is this stuff, you can stay several minutes in the front of the products, and you can buy something and believe in the good things you want, but no. So it's difficult sometimes.
I think that it's the same as Maxime just said before. I also have some trouble when I'm going to the supermarkets. For example, I used to eat like some specific food for my training. So I used to buy some chicken, so specific parts of the chicken, etc. Some specific yogurts. And in France, I used to know exactly what to buy. I knew the trade, etc. And in Finland, I have trouble looking for those kind of things, so I just have to ask. Then I can meet new people, but it's kind of hard when I'm alone in the supermarkets.
The most difficult thing is to deal with the weather in Finland. Here, you never know when it's like cold or warm. Even though if it's summer, you can never like weather forecast it. It might rain like in some time. It's never like fixed, the weather. So you always have to carry either a jacket or something, even if it's summer. So like that's not how the weather in my country is. It's always fixed, either winter or summer. Summer is summer and winter is winter. It's never gonna be cold like in Finland here, even if it's in winter. So yeah, that's the thing which I find it like a bit difficult for me to deal with the daily life in Finland.
I really want to do ice hole swimming, going into the sauna and just meet new people. That's about it.
I'm here in Finland and I absolutely want to go in Lapland to see reindeers, the Santa Claus village, everything you can do in Lapland, and of course it's the best place for Northern Lights.
Enjoy some winter or ice sports. It's been a while since I haven't gone to do those kind of sports, and I want to, like, for example, ride a snow bike or go to skiing or ride a snowboard. This is what I want to do the most.
Actually, nothing is left to do. I've done everything in Finland. Like going to sauna, never done that. Did here. Going to ice skiing, skating, and I've never watched ice hockey game. I watched it here. And Lapland, the snowfalls. I experienced snowfalls also. And so the whole Finland actually. I visited all Finland. So I guess visiting all the places was really cool experience. And yeah, I guess I've done everything. Even the ice tipping, actually ice tipping. So yeah, it was fun experience for me.
To understanding the others, because we are all exchange students, so we from all different countries, all different backgrounds, all different personalities. So we are totally different, and making friends and talking to each other, I try to understanding them, and I hope I can be. Yes, it's what I want. And thank you for watching, and I'm waiting you guys. Bye.